Lou DePalma, Rhode Island Senator from District 12, represents all of Middletown, all of Little Compton, Southern Tiverton, and the northeast corner of Newport. I'm glad to be at today's event. I'm glad for the invite from Charles Roberts to be here. It's a part of history we should never forget. And when he was able to tie in the impact and the connection between the indigenous people, the Narragansetts, amongst others, the indigenous folks in Rhode Island, really brought it to home. I'm hoping this will be this first medallion will be able to share the history about the indigenous folks and the first Rhode Island Black Regiment and their impact in Rhode Island's history.
Hi, I'm Mark Ryan. I'm on the Portsmouth Town Council, and it's an honor and a privilege to be here today. The events that are commemorated at this memorial are of vital importance not only to American history, but the history of Rhode Island, and especially the history of African American people in this country. The 1st Rhode Island Regiment was comprised of men who had been abused, enslaved, brought here against their will, but still had faith that it was possible through their own effort to better their lives and do something constructive and powerful for their country. This is an example that all Americans can relate to and learn from. And I think it's wonderful that we have events to commemorate these people and to commemorate the things that they did. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Linda Ujifusa. I'm Vice President of the Portsmouth Town Council, and I have to say that I'm extremely proud that and happy to welcome the Rhode Island Slave History Medallion project. It's an honor to have Portsmouth be the first town to have a medallion placed here. The history is so important to be disclosed to a wider population, and this is a great way to do that. So thank you so much, and we look forward to having other educational projects brought to the town and to Rhode Island to make sure that this important history is more widely understood and known. Thank you.
As an educator, and I've spent my entire life teaching our young people, I'm so happy that this project is going to be sent out to everyone, and that using the 21st century technology is bringing this great history of our Native Americans and the African Americans into the limelight, so that everyone can really see the contributions that all of these folks have made to the success of our island and our state and our nation. I'm very pleased and proud that Charles Roberts and that whole group have brought this to fruition, and I'm really honored a great deal to be part of this. So thanks to Charles and to everyone who have put this into practice, and a special thanks to the Native Americans and to the African Americans who made all of this possible through their many, many sacrifices.
Hi, my name is Jim Seveny, Senator Seveny from District 11 here in Portsmouth. I'm incredibly proud to have been here to witness the very first celebration of the Slave Medallion project. I think it's absolutely outstanding that we have the opportunity to understand and appreciate our history, the history of slavery in our area, and an appreciation for what that meant, what it means today, and how as a nation we move forward and do better. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Terry Corcoran. I'm the state representative for Portsmouth and Middletown, and I'm really honored to be here today on this first inauguration of the Rhode Island Slave History Medallion Project. I think it's incredibly important that we document the history of the enslaved people in this area. Having grown up in the South and now living in the Northeast, I'm very cognizant of the contribution that enslaved people made to our history, and I was very interested to learn today about the enslavement of indigenous people, which is something that we don't hear about in history classes. So I think this is going to be excellent for our children to get a better understanding of our country's history. Thank you.
Good. I think I'd like to thank Charles Roberts for putting this on. This is a very important part of Rhode Island's history. And I was glad to see the young school kids get involved and learn a lot about their families. But I do think people should know that Rhode Island is a very diverse state. We've got a very diverse population, and it's just important for us as one family to know what happened in the past so that the future can be better. And I wish this organization a lot of good luck.
I'd like to thank Charlie Roberts for making this day possible, along with all of the board members. This is an important step forward in marking the slave history of Rhode Island and in Newport County as well. And I think that this is also marking the importance of the slavery of the indigenous people. So I'd like to thank everyone for today.
Well, no, I just wanted to one more time acknowledge His Honor Paul Gaines, my uncle, who it's because of him that I've been actually inspired to do this. I mean, ever since I've known him, we started, remember this was a rock in the back there, and now look at it. So it took, what, 15 years?
Well, 10 years to get it built, but longer than that, Charles.
So I'm just proud to be here with him now. So,
and that's interesting. The talk that the gentleman gave was exactly the reason for having a stone here, to get the history of Black Americans, African Americans, Native Americans in this community. And that's exactly what we talked about when he traced his history of his family. Think how many others up here could trace their possible history once they find out what this stone here, this monument is all about. And that's what we aimed, that's what we thought we wanted to do.